Hey guys, what's up? It's Sydney. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Haunted Locations. I'm so sorry that this episode is very late, but as you guys know from my update video, I have a lot going on and I had to get all of my school supplies ready and everything. Sorry, but stuff happens, So for this episode, I'm actually very excited about this one because this one is on a place in my state in Arizona. I'm very excited to cover this location and its history. So let's get into it. We are going to be talking about the Vulture gold mine, and this would be in Wickenburg, Arizona. And actually this was founded by Henry Wickenburg, so that's pretty cool. This mine was up and running from 1863 to about 1942, and it's pretty amazing that this mine actually just kept producing for as long as it did. It was open for damn near 80 years, and that's kind of crazy that it would just produce so much. So as far as what the mine actually produced, it actually produced about 340,000 ounces of gold and 260,000 ounces of silver. So like I said, just crazy amounts of profit from this gold mine in every sense of the word. Now, keep in mind these time frames, but it was definitely a vigilante town, that is for sure. Now, according to Gloria Henkel, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Henkel. Henkel. But according to Gloria, she's actually the owner of Wickenburg's Legends and Ghost Tours. They actually didn't have a lawman for years in this town, which is crazy. So it was definitely vigilante. Everybody took the law into their own hands, and it was very survival of the fittest. Now, they may not have had a lawman, but they did have 2 hanging trees, and these particular hanging trees were incredibly gruesome. So they would use things like drop doors, and they would also use a rocker mule and then basically kick it from underneath that person. So it was very gruesome. Not only in the manner of which they decided to do the hangings was particularly gruesome, but the suffering for the condemned was incredibly agonizing, as it took so long. It could take 2 minutes to 2 hours for that prisoner to die, which is terrible when you think about it, because struggling to breathe for 2 hours, like I can't imagine being choked for that long or feeling like you're being choked. It's just unbearable to think about. So legend has it about the Vulture gold mines is that about 18 miners in total were hung from these trees and accused of stealing gold from the mines and were found guilty. So they were hung from these trees. And it's said that their spirits actually haunt the mines and the town itself for revenge. Now, I don't know about you, but as far as like theft goes, I don't think personally that that's like a punishment that should be death. But back in the day, that is how they took things. That's how they thought. So it's kind of crazy to think about, especially with like how our law system is set up in this day and age. And you definitely don't hear about anyone dying for stealing something. So it's kind of insane that they would just hang people for basically nothing. But I'm sorry, if I was one of those miners and I got hung for theft, you're damn right I'm gonna come back and haunt your ass. Like, I have unfinished business now with you, you know? But it's still really sad, and it's definitely something that should be brought up. And in my opinion, we just don't have the right to take another life. That's just my belief. So as far as that goes, yeah. Now, out of all of this information, I couldn't find a historical documentation for this information, however, so this is all based on like their website and all of that stuff, and it does make it noteworthy on their website that there is no historical information on the actual deaths and the hanging tree and all that stuff. So believe what you will, but I personally believe that this happened because I've seen plenty of paranormal shows where they go over this area and it is incredibly active. So I personally believe it. And as far as the activities go for the paranormal like side of it, people do tend to hear voices when they are out there, like whispers and things like that. They feel cold spots, which to me was kind of a red flag because we're in Arizona and it's like 105 all the fucking time. So if you're cold here, then maybe something's, you know, around you or whatever, because like I said, it's hot as balls here. People have also recorded feeling an abundance of negative energy and basically hate and anger and rage. Some people have reported seeing orbs and also full-bodied apparitions, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I don't think it's cool how they died. I obviously but want to be respectful towards that. But the fact that there has been sightings of full body apparitions here, and it's basically documented as far as like some things being caught on camera and whatnot, it validates life after death, and to me that's what's cool. So it's definitely interesting to say the least. But now that you guys have the legend information, what do you guys think happened? Do you think that it was a bunch of lies and maybe just that in itself is a legend that was made up? Or do you think that this actually happened? Do you think that Vulture gold mine is actually haunted? With no real historical information to go off of, I do have to base this purely on my beliefs because there's really no other option as far as that goes. So I personally believe that it's haunted and that this happened because a lot of things like this happened in Arizona during this time period. It was not an uncommon thing. So I believe that it happened. I full-heartedly believe that it happened. And I cannot wait to go here because, like I said, it's in my state. I can actually go there, like, soon. So I'm really looking forward to taking a trip up to Wickenburg and go see it because I do not live in Wickenburg, but it's not that far. So I will make my way out there and hopefully catch something on camera for you guys because that is the goal. I just don't have money to continuously travel to all these different places, especially when I do videos on other countries because that's a toughie. But yeah, so I definitely am going to be going here soon and I will definitely put a video out. Let me know what you guys think about this video and what your theory is and if it really happened, if it didn't, if it's haunted, if it's not, and yeah. If you want to go ahead and give me a follow, you can. All of that will be in the outro, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.